Good morning, everybody. It's the beginning of day 86. I'm up here just on a little ball just up from the shelter. You can see that last night we got fog down in the valley. And let's see, shelter's back down that direction. And you'll see here that we get to walk along the border here for a while today. The West Virginia border. We're gonna skate along here for just a little while as I do some ridgeline walking. Matter of fact, my goal today, I'm just going to call it a target, not even a goal. The target today is 12.7 to the next shelter. I'm leaving camp this morning about 8:30, a little bit later than I wanted to, but it was such a nice morning just to kind of sleep in a little bit. It's a ridgeline walk almost all day long. That long ridgeline that I showed you the other day from the balcony at the Mexican restaurant. So it's a beautiful day. The birds are singing. It's warm. It's warm last night. I only pulled my 30-degree quilt up over me probably from about 3 o'clock on. So anticipating it's going to be rocky. Most of the ridges seem to be rocky in Virginia. I've heard this section of the Delville really tears your feet up. So we'll see how that goes. There is a fish fry tonight at the Captain's. That means going a couple extra miles. The pull of free food versus the rappel of partying and drinking and noise and music and not getting any sleep are going to be competing with one another with my body as I hike today. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's get hiking on the ridgeline opposite of Pearisburg in Virginia and West by God, Virginia. All right. See you later, everybody. Bye. That's what I miss about flying. Getting up above the clouds like this and having the mountaintops just be like little green emerald islands on the sea. So pretty. So peaceful. Of course, if you're living down in the valley, it may seem a little dark and depressing this morning, being fogged in, but sure is beautiful when you're up here. That's West Virginia. On the other side here, down on this other side is also fog, and Pearisburg is down there. And anyway, so far there's no rocks on the ridgeline, but we'll see what happens down here a little ways. Anyway, good morning from the border. That's awesome. Oh, hey everybody, let's have a quick discussion about water management. Yesterday, the water was difficult to get to at the shelter, so I carried in 2 liters with me. You'll see a lot of video bloggers on their AT talk about how they carry a liter, they drink a liter at the water source, they carry a liter to the next water source. So they're really only ever carrying 1 liter, and they usually ended up at the water source without water, drinking a liter, and I think I could have probably done that at the beginning of the AT. There were enough water sources that were frequent enough that I probably could have done that, but I was using a bladder at the time, so it's automatically just filled it up with 2 liters. Since I've got to Virginia, I've noticed the water sources are quite far apart, and yesterday it was there's a lot of sweating that I was doing. So those 2 liters, by the time I left camp this morning, I was empty, and I just drank 1.5 liters. I'm going to carry 3 liters because the next water source is 11 miles. So some of the things to think about when it comes to water. So, and also with water, put something in it. If you put something in it, even if it's some pine needles, your body thinks it's nutrition, and it will hold it longer and let it get into the bloodstream and rehydrate you better. All right, just a little tip from the trail. Talk to you later. Bye. Somebody had themselves a nice camping spot here last night, because look at this view they got to see. Some hawks out riding the currents. It's West Virginia over there, folks. It's beautiful, isn't it? Trail doesn't go through West Virginia very much, just along the border here. And then it crosses into West Virginia, Harper's Ferry, and then leaves again. Oh, it's beautiful. I'd love to be one of those hawks, just floating and soaring. Man, it's beautiful. All right, let's get hiking. Not quite time for lunch yet. Well, everybody, I've finished my last major climb of the day. I've got one more little one left, and then a major down. Got to descend 2,000 feet, and is it 2,000 or 1,000? Hold on a minute. Let me look. Sorry about that. Poor cinematography, right? 2,000 feet. So 2,000 feet and about 3 miles. Very similar to coming off a Big Bald, coming down to Harbor Mountain Hostel. That was pretty brutal on my knees. Now, the trail today along the ridgeline, it was rocky, but not as rocky as I thought it was going to be. And there was more actually just flat dirt ground walking than I anticipated. So, all in all, it was a good day. It was a good walk. It was a long walk. It was a hard walk. Only one couple from the campsite passed me, and one guy passed me. The rest haven't passed me yet. I passed a couple that was Ninja and I'll remember his name in a minute. I think I forgot his name yesterday. Anyway, they were camped further up the trail, and I passed them, and then they have eventually passed me. But there's a lot of people that were at the campsite last night that haven't come by me today, which is very odd. That's not normal. So it's not that I'm going fast at all. So something to wonder about. Anyway, all right. I've used up all my food that I had allotted, except for a little Snickers bar. And got some more walking to do. Definitely expending way more calories than I'm taking in, and I'm getting a lot of leg shaking. I'm glad I tanked up with the 3 liters of water. I've already gone through 2.5. So maybe I might get lucky, and there might be just a pop-up intermittent stream on that downhill walk I've got to do, where I might get some water before I get to the shelter. Because I do feel like I'm getting a little bit of not heat exhaustion, but some of the effects of heat exhaustion, like the leg cramping and muscle weakness and things like that. So the temperature out here is probably a very nice 70 degrees right now, it feels like. So, all right, hiking on down the trail. See you later. Bye. All right, there's the bona fide privy, which is an actually bona fide outhouse here at Pine Swamp Ranch Shelter. And it was hot in there. I don't know if it was the decomposition down below, maybe it'd been in the sun. It was like a sweat box. So spent as little time in there as I could. Now this shelter down here is designed just like the Trempiddy, I think that's how we pronounce it, shelter that was right before partnership, where it had the stone and it could sleep 8 and had the fireplace on the inside of it. But unlike that shelter, there is no tent camping anywhere around here. Now, apparently everybody's going down to Captain Dave's because of the fish fry, and now a rumored pancake breakfast the next morning. And I think I'm gonna head there too, because A, this place is trashed, very trashed, and B, there's no place to camp. So we'll see you later. Well, this is the captain's. Here are the rules. Basically, keep everything away from the dogs. Don't abuse anything. Don't go in the house. They shut off the cell phone service there. And this is how you get across. And I've got my pack hooked up here to the carabiner. I'm going to sit here on that chair, and I'm going to pull that rope, and I'm going to go across
over there. And that water's deep. So something doesn't work right. Uh-oh.
Runs like a deer with a cat.
Hello again.
All right, I'm over in that group of tents over there.
Sitting. Why? It's got like another 20 minutes.